Hello, everyone. In today's episode of What If Civilization Started Over, we will be looking at a scenario where, civilization starts over. And let's just get straight into the video because some stuff is going to be happening today, mainly with Korea and maybe, Green China down here. But the first action we're going to be seeing in this video is going to be Korea expanding into more of Japan, since they basically find Japan as one of the main areas they can expand without any real competitors. And they're going to be taking these two isles. I remember somebody in the comments told me what these two Japanese isles were called, or at least this one, but I forgot it, so I'll include it in post maybe if I feel like it. Oh, and you're probably wondering, yeah, this map looks a lot different. Uh, Thanks to my friend Staking, he gave me a realistic Wixo map with a bunch of mountains, a bunch of rivers, and it's going to help the series a lot. So, looking at Japan, we're going to be seeing two new countries forming. We're going to be seeing the Cyan one form on this river over here, and we're going to be seeing some more land get discovered, so another country can form. And that's going to be this pink Japanese country that'll be forming near the Tokyo area, I'm pretty sure. These two nations are going to expand, and Korea's kind of mad about this. They're like, "Yo, why'd you do that? Why did you start existing?" But they're going to keep expanding in Japan to hopefully, restrict these two nations. And let me put down their capitals. Cyan, Japan's capital, will be right here, and this other nation's capital will be right here. Other than that, though, we're going to be seeing this tennis ball country. They're going to be moving their capital. They're going to be moving their capital to Shandong, and this is so their economic bases, or whatever you want to call it. This is so they have a better economy in their capital city, and they're looking to expand their wealth. Speaking of which, they're going to be expanding across this river. Both of these rivers, which I'm not sure the names of. And that's what we're going to be seeing happening with this country. And for Manchuria, they're going to be doing much the same, expanding into a bunch of these northern rivers, which I'm not sure if they're all too useful. It's probably really cold up here. Somebody fact check me in the comments. And we're going to be looking at some more exploration across Siberia, or at least the very low parts of Siberia, and more parts of Manchuria are going to be explored by Korea and Manchuria. They are not working together, though. They hate each other. Over here in Hokkaido, we're going to be seeing them kind of do their thing. They're going to discover these islands with their boats, which aren't the best, but they work. They're going to expand into all of Hokkaido and these isles. Let me color this part in. They're going to try to expand down a little bit. And currently, they're probably the strongest Japanese nation. Let's take a look at Green China. They're going to keep expanding. And what we're seeing in this age is a lot of expansion by countries, as we don't really see any major... We see some rivalries, like with Korea and Manchuria, but there's a lot of land to expand into, so you don't need to invade a country to get more land, except for maybe you. You might have to. But for other nations, they don't really have to do the same thing. What are I'm going to call these guys Shanghai. Shanghai is going to explore the rest of Taiwan. And some rogue boat explorers are going to go all the way down here. And they're going to find the northern Philippines. For now, they're just kind of going to explore it. But, they might be settling here soon. More of Taiwan is going to be discovered, and they're eventually going to take all of Taiwan. However, an important thing to note, Taiwan, they do not like Shanghai. They want to break away and form an independent state. They don't like them at all. This won't stop Green China's expansion. And this is our world map currently. Well, it's not the world. A new nation is going to form up here. It's going to be this purplish color. Actually, I'm gonna make it more of a blue. It's gonna be this purplish color. They're gonna situate themselves on this river. Their capital is going to be here. And this actually kind of increases indirectly. This indirectly increases tensions between Korea and Manchuria, as, Manchuria, they wanted to go up north, but now there's this new nation, and Korea wants to do the exact same thing, but, they can't really be stopped, since this isn't as much of a roadblock to Korea as it is to Manchuria. Korea is going to expand up to this river, and they're going to stop here, because again, it's pretty cold. This is their only valuable land in... We're going to see Japan be filled in. Crimson Hokkaido and Cyan Japan are going to be meeting up, and this pink Japanese country will be taking the rest of the mainland. Cyan Japan also takes this island, as nobody else really wants it. And that's Japan. Korea is kind of now bound from expanding anywhere except north. But again, nobody wants to go north right now. However, we are going to be seeing some people going north, as Crimson Hokkaido is going to explore into this land, and they're basically going to discover Sakhalin, however you want to pronounce it. Some more exploration is going to be going down into here. Eventually getting up to Vietnam, where a lot of people actually want to start going. And we're going to be seeing a new nation form, which is going to be this brown Vietnamese country. And they're actually going to have a pretty high population with all these rivers right here. They're going to be able to discover a lot of land. And this area has a lot of jungle, as America may know. But these guys are actually going to be seeing a lot of urban development here. And by urban, I mean kind of the most urban you can get in this area, which is probably like a city with maybe like only 10,000 people dying a year. We're going to be seeing more exploration up into this area. And eventually a lot more areas of this this inland Chinese area are going to be discovered. Shandong is going to have some interest in this. But for now, we just see some exploration happen. This is probably the largest exploration to date. And as I said, some countries are going to want to expand. And we're going to be seeing some expansion by Shandong. And we are going to see Shandong meet up with Shanghai. I'm just going to call these guys South China. Unless, a nation appears here, which probably won't be happening too soon. But South China is also going to expand, meeting up with a few rivers. And we're seeing some pretty big-looking countries right now. As I talked about earlier, Manchuria and Korea, they're still beefing. They don't like each other at all. And Shandong is going to kind of go on another, conquest against Manchuria. They believe they can do it. They think they're strong enough. And they began entering into the country, going up this river. Their efforts go pretty well, as Manchuria is like, dude, stop. We need this land. And Shandong is going to be like, well, give us what we want, and we won't bother you anymore. And they're going to be forced to accept, as Manchuria is not in any fighting condition. Manchuria is going to agree to the Shandong Peace Treaty. Well, it's not really peace treaty. They just kind of occupy what land they want. And Manchuria is going to try to bounce back by getting some of this new land that's been discovered. Manchuria also decides to expand into this land. And we're going to be seeing some activity by the Koreans on the Japanese border. And they want all of Japan. Their leader says that they can be chill with Hokkaido and that's it. We want all of Japan. They don't want to share this land with Cyan Japan or Pink Japan. So they're going to be starting a special military operation into Pink Japan in order to get the land that they want. Now, Cyan Japan is going to be seeing this and they're going to be like, whoa, Korea, you need to cool it. This is not just your island. This is our island. But Korea doesn't care. They're going to keep advancing into this mountainous area. And this is going to get Cyan Japan to declare war on Korea. And they will be advancing into some Korean territory. However, we will be continuing this in the next episode. Yep, cliffhanger ending. But this war is going to be very interesting, and it's going to be called the Japanese War of Independence, not because they aren't already independent, but because this is basically fighting for them to stay alive. But as I said, we will be checking out that war in the next episode. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment any suggestions that you want. I'm open to suggestions. I do have some of the series planned, but it's not too far ahead. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.